I've waited so many years for answers, they've kept me yearning. Memories becoming clear before the night turns to fear. So tell me how I'm doing, and tell me what I am. Those baseless, endless questions are calling for me back. I've watched you become yourself. Your enemies kept within reach. Don't be fooled by the camera's eyes when all you say is with your mouth full of lies. So tell me how I'm doing, and tell me what I am. Those baseless, endless questions are calling for me back. Rose-colored glasses painted by him. Everything lasts when nothing begins. Destiny's comfort changes so fast. Miracles happen, but they never come back. 'Cause what am I doing, and why does it matter when everything's made out of blood-tainted water? I tried to run, but I never could hide behind your walls and dirty parasites. So tell me how I'm doing it. Tell me what I am. Oh, those baseless, endless questions are calling for me back. Ooh, 'cause whatever happened to being alive for you? Just you. I've waited so many years for answers, they've kept me yearning. Memories becoming clear before the night turns to fear. So tell me how I'm doing, and tell me what I am. Those baseless, endless questions are calling for me back. I've watched you become yourself. Your enemies kept within reach. Don't be fooled by the camera's eyes when all you say is with your mouth full of lies. So tell me how I'm doing, and tell me what I am. Those baseless, endless questions are calling for me back. Ooh. comfort changes so fast. Miracles happen, but they never come back. 'Cause what am I doing and why does it matter when everything's made out of blood-tainted water? I tried to run, but I never could hide behind your walls and dirty parasites. Hello, hello, hello. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful afternoon. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into the stream, everybody. Hello, Aqua. How are you, friend? How's it going? It's good to see you. We are here today. And I'm glad I'm live, but not gonna lie, we're still kind of on the struggle bus. So we are doing our best today. And that is okay. So we're gonna be gentle with ourselves. And it's good to be gentle with selves. Did anyone do anything fun on the weekend? I know it's been a few days since the weekend, but I'd love to hear about it if you did anything fun. I went and saw Shucked the... Oh my god! Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Aww, I love this raid message. I'd love to say I did something fun. Hello, hi, Echo. Friends, I'm sure all of you are already following Echo, but if you're not, please go follow Echo. We adore them. I had so much fun hanging in your stream today, friend, and I had missed you so much, so it's so nice to have you back on the Twitch. Hello, Kai and Kestrel. Welcome, welcome. Echo, of course. Aw, y'all are so sweet. Thank you for your chaos. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, friend. I do. How was your stream? I know I was there, but how was your stream for you? You know, that thing. That version. I love that everyone's tree knowing. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Sid. Welcome on in. It was lovely. So glad to be back. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. We're going to sing you a little raid song. And if you have a request you would like, let me know. Yeah. A raid, a raid, a raid, a raid. Oh, thank you, Echo, thank you for the raid. A raid, a raid, a raid, a raid. Oh, thank you for the raid. Oh, thank you for bringing all your friends. Hello, Alice. We've got all the D&D nerds joining us right now, and I'm thrilled to see it. Welcome, friends. My name's Trina, if you don't know me. I'm a music therapist, and on Twitch, I do music things and other things. Sometimes I'm doing tier lists, sometimes I'm drawing, sometimes I'm trying to do a craft and failing and screaming. But we have a good time here. And That's the things and stuff that we do in the TCU. Um, on the weekend, I saw Shucked the Musical, which is a musical about corn. Yes, you may absolutely get a choice of Mariana's Trench song from me. Let's see which. Oh my god, Shucked was. Thank you for the follow. Shucked was truly. I can't describe to you, like, every single sentence of that musical is a pun. Like, there's so many things to, like, that, like, you even take a second before you understand what they're saying. Like, it's pure chaos. Yes, Echo. Very, very good. It was corny. Very good. It's sheer chaos. It's truly one of the wildest shows I've ever seen. Thank you for the follow. And I have no words. I really don't. So which Mariana's Trench song are we gonna do for Echo? Which one are we gonna do? Oh, let's do this one. Yeah, it was honestly like, you finally listened to the Hayley Williams album. I only listened to it like 7,000 times after it came out. Obsessed. But yeah, it was so bonkers. I'm truly like, yeah. They really said, "Hey, what if what if we took the person in the world who thinks of the most puns and had them write a musical?" Pure chaos, wholesome joy. We had a good time. We had a really good time. All right, this one is for our sweet friend Echo for the raid. And if you're joining us, feel free to request feel free to request a song. Look at the song list. Feel free to request a song. Reika did the book. You'd think Reika did the book, but alas, no, she did not. Alas, she did not. Coming down. This is for Echo. Everyone's around, no words are coming out, and I can't find my breath. Can we just take the rest with no sound? And I know this isn't enough, I still don't measure up, and I'm not prepared. Sorry is never there when you need it. And I do want you to know I hold you up above everyone. And I do want you to know I think you'd be good to me, and I'd be so good to you. I would. I thought I saw a sign somewhere between the lines, but maybe it's me, maybe I only see what I want. And I still have your letter, just got caught between someone I just invented, who I really am and who I've become. And I do want you to know I hold you up above everyone. And I do want you to know I think you'd be good to me, I'd be so good to you. Whoa. applause for Echo and our lovely raiders. Thank you again for bringing the fam in here. I appreciate you. Love the soys. Thank you for the emote. Same, but also what? You know, when Aqua says something that seems like there's gonna be something following, I always am like, what? But also you'll find out. What will I... Aqua's doing mod things behind the scenes and wreaking chaos, and I'm excited. Hi, Lynn. Thank you so much, and thank you for the 3 stream streak. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. It is so good to see you. Thank you, Trina. You're welcome. New raid song? Never. I feel like people just expect the Jolene now, and so if I ever changed it, like, there might be anarchy. It's like the time where I thought the vacuum bit might be getting old for charity streams, and then I didn't have it in a charity stream, and there were riots. So I learned the hard way that there's certain things. There's certain things. Speaking of Vacky, we crave consistency. Speaking of Vacky, Vacky is once again part of the Pets of Twitch tournament. And the first vote for Vacky. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Justice for Vacky indeed. So Vacky will be available to vote for the Pets of Twitch tournament this Friday on Davy's channel. The stream starts at 4 p.m. Eastern, but Vacky's vote will be there between 7 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I do recommend you go early, though, because we are endorsing Echo's Rambo and the Fambo, whose vote will be between 4 and 5:30. So lots going on Davy's channel on Friday, but we'll be streaming earlier to build hype and rating in and all that. This is our little guy for Echo. Thank you so much. And into the little guy mug they go. But yeah, if you're not already following Davy, to stay tuned to that event, go do so. I also just posted the, I already posted it on Discord a few days ago, but I posted the campaign poster over on socials. So go over to Instagram and see the chaos that I made with Canva and a dream. And at one point RDub came over and was just like, thought I was doing socials for work, because I do socials for work. But I wasn't doing socials for work in this case. And it was a bit of a jump scare. But like an iconic one. And I highly recommend going so hard for a vacuum cleaner that you don't know who you are anymore, you know? So it's like, I'm not gonna let Nightbot tell me what to do with my mental health. Nightbot's just trying to encourage self-care, truly. Who's calling me? Who's leaving a message after calling me? You matter. Thank you for the chaos. Was that Aqua? Testing something. Hold on. I am holding. Shoutout is making... Oh, yeah. So I don't know why that happens. And I've tried to get rid of it so many times, and I really don't know why it happens. Like, I'm very confused. Like, I've gone through all my stuff to figure it out. And yeah, I truly don't know. But yeah, if you're able to figure out how to change that, that would be amazing. Because, like, yeah, I've literally tried everything. I saw the message in my butt also. It was nice to put that raid call as the chaos message. I love it. I can look into it. You're on Stream Elements, right? I did remove everything from Stream Elements, but there might be some stuff that's still active, but you should have access to my Stream Elements, I believe. So you can totally go in and look there and see if there's something active that I'm not aware is active. Because I have basically switched completely over. That might be Stream Elements. That might be Stream Elements. That might have been the one thing I didn't turn off, but also I didn't realize it was affecting my other commands because they weren't in Stream Elements anymore. Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Echo. You're a rock star. And Aqua, we love it. We love the chaos message. That is kind. We love it. This is for Sid. Yes, I saw her spiraled hair, and I could see it, our life in a movie. And now I'm spinning my web up in the air. My spider senses, rain's gonna fall, wash away the life I'm weaving. I thought you were gonna catch me. I never stop falling for you. I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. Thought you were gonna catch me. I never stop falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. You told me you waited for me. You said that you would ask me on a plane from Rio. Do I ever think of us? And you were at my wedding. I was broken, you were drunk. Could've told me not to do it. I would've run, I would've run. Tell me, what was the moment you decided to give up? You could've told me what you wanted. I would've done anything. Would've done anything. I thought you were gonna catch me. I never stopped falling for you. I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. I thought you were gonna catch me. Never thought falling for you. Now I know better, never let me leave home without a parachute. Watch me fall. Watch me fall. Watch me fall through the sky. Watch me fly. I thought you were gonna catch me. I never stopped falling for you. Now I know better, never let me was for Sid. And it was the song off that album that really broke the Paramore fandom. And it was a bonus song, so like, we'll talk off stream. All good. I have a no people command. Is that? Maybe. That's the one. Why? Well, nothing's been confirmed, but that song made it highly likely that her and Taylor broke up. And yeah, we're not okay. The parasocial relationship is unwell due to that. So there's that. So Hayley Williams and her bandmate Taylor were like endgame in all of our heads. And like Hayley got married and then was in a really like abusive relationship, and then they got divorced. And then yeah, okay, yeah, you know. Oh, yeah. So like apparently Taylor dropped the ball potentially based on that song. And like after everything, and like the wedding line of like you know, like if you had said something I would have run, like, and then they still might have broken it. Like, yeah, anyways, we don't know, nothing's been confirmed, we don't know for sure, but the parasocial energy is high with that song. And we're unwell. I'm literally so oblivious. You're just like vibing. Yeah, so that second verse like went viral on TikTok after this song dropped. I don't know if it was viral or I'm just mentally ill, because like it could be either, but like the especially like that second verse. And you were at my wedding, I was broken, you were drunk, you could have told me not to do it, I would have run. And we were all just like falling apart, you know? we were just falling apart. Because our girl Hayley deserves happiness. Our girl Hayley just deserves happiness. And she's been through it, and like our girl deserves happiness. And yes, Echo, we can chat after stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's been like an issue for a while, and I literally don't know how to turn it off. I've probably not tried everything, but I felt like I tried everything, and I'm like, I don't know how, I don't know what else is his problem. No peeps? With an S? Because I have the command without an S. But you're probably testing something else, so. Oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nope, it still popped up. Don't know. Do 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 do. All good, Echo. Thank you. You're a rock star. So I also went to the Hopeless Romantic and Little Ghost Books collaboration pop-up on the weekend, which was super fun. And I even said, you'll be proud of me, I bought a horror book. Yeah, they did a pop-up of the two stores together. You have to tell me these things are happening. It's a little pop-up. It's literally in Union Station. It's like tiny. And since I was there for Shucked, we stopped by to see it. And I bought a horror book. You'll be proud of me. I should actually show y'all the 2 books I got at that pop-up. One moment. It's a 7TV global emote. Just need to swap the word stare for a look. Pete! Pete! Wait, that's it? Pete, that's all I have to do? Pete just mic dropped. Pete! Oh my god. Can we get some claps in chat for Pete? I didn't even know I had 7TV installed. This is the problem, okay? This is the problem. BRB need to bring in groceries. Pete just like drops that and it's like, hey, getting groceries. Thank you, Pete. I truly didn't even know I had 7TV installed. I truly didn't think I did. It's on the Capigan side that's using 7TV. That's not you thing. I got it. Okay, so. Let's give it a shot. Amazing. I was literally racking my brain. I was literally racking my brain about this for so long. And like I never mentioned, I would have mentioned it to the mods. Like I never mentioned it to any of you because I literally thought like I just couldn't get rid of it. I thought it was something embedded in Twitch or something, so I never mentioned it. This whole time I could have just said, yo, Pete, help. This is amazing. Thanks, friends. Thanks, Pete. Go follow Pete. Okay. So this is the book I got from the horror section. It's called Camp Damascus. It's by Chuck Tingle, who also writes very unhinged queer erotica, but apparently also writes really good queer horror. So I picked up Camp Damascus from the Hopeless Romantic X Ghost Books pop-up for my horror book. I did. What did I do? What did I do? I figure this might be a good, this human also writes things like pounded by Sisyphus's boulder while running up the hill, so I thought I'd be fine. You're gonna pee your pants. Valid. I'm excited to piss my pants. The lovely human working there, I was like, how scary is this? And she was like, well, it is scary, but it's also like super heart-wrenching. And I was like, yeah, I can see that. I'll give it a try. And then from Jenem, welcome. Hi. Hi, friends! Hi, Raiders! Welcome! Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. It's been a while, I think, since I've chatted with Jenna. I hope your stream went amazing. Thank you so much for bringing your fam over here. My name's Trina. I'm a music therapist. I do music and more here on Twitch. Jenna's a lovely, lovely musician, so please go check them out and give them a follow. I'm doing well. How is you? How is you? How are you? How was your stream? Let me know if I can sing something for you for the lovely raid. And in the meantime, we'll do a little raid song for you. A raid, a raid, a raid, a raid. Oh, thank you, Jen, thank you for the raid. A raid, a raid, a raid, a raid. Oh, thank you for the raid. Oh, thank you for bringing all your friends. Thank you so much for bringing your fam in here. Doing good. Thank you. Stream was nice and chill. I'm glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. Let me know if I can sing you something. Would love to hear an original. Yes, absolutely happy to do an original for you. Before I do that, I'm going to quickly just finish what I was saying as the raiders came in, which is this is the book Feybound that I got from the romance section of the romance horror pop-up bookstore. And I'm really excited about this one. So yeah. So very different vibes between the two, but I am very excited about both of those. But I'm probably going to pee my pants with Camp Damascus. That said, it's going to be okay. Yes, I can absolutely do an original for you. Let me pull up my originals. Remind me to text you my story of telling a library worker who Chuck Tingle is. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear that story. I just need to stop talking to people. Never, Sid. Please never stop talking to people. That must have been so funny. Let's play for you one of my newer originals. It's not streaming anywhere yet, but it will be eventually. I just need to find it first. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere in my book. There it is. I found it. All right, this is an original, and you can check out other originals of mine wherever you listen to music. I also have an EP out in the world, so feel free to check that out. This is for Janem and our lovely raiders. I think I've been crushed by a pile of rocks and buried alive. My fingers turn blue I can see through the salt in my lies. Lay me down, I am a mammal, flesh and blood, sweat and teeth. Let me rest till next season, when maybe I'll be home again. My notebook is stuck between the cupboards, the pages won't turn. Step outside, the sun is shining, I close the door. Lay me down, I am a mammal, flesh and blood, sweat and teeth. Let me rest till next season, when maybe I'll be home again. It's too late, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. It's my fate, it's my fate, it's my fate, it's my fate. Run away, do I stay, do I stay, do I stay? Wide awake, I can't take one more day of this way. Lay me down, I am a mammal, flesh and blood, sweat and teeth. Let me rest till next season, when maybe I'll be home again. Grow my hair, I am a body, feeling cold, feeling tense. Let me hide away the reason, and I might feel whole again. Cover me in these flowers, sing a song, bid me well. I will dance in my dreams till it's time to come out. Lay me down, I am a mammal, flesh and blood, sweat and teeth. Let me rest till next season, when maybe I'll be whole again. Let me rest till next season, when maybe I'll be whole again. That was a newest song of mine that is not yet on the streaming things, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, love it. You're very welcome. And thanks again for the raid, Jenam. Thank you for the clappies. Your girl just out here writing seasonal depression bops with a dream. My therapist actually inspired that one specifically. I told her about it. My therapist has been through it with me, you know? But yes, the Hopeless Romantic and Little Ghost Books pop-up. It's a small pop-up. It's not like a really big massive thing, but it is very cute. When is it gonna go on till? Let me check. When is it on till? It's on until May 31st. So you've got a lot of time, Sid. It's every day from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and it's on until May 31st. So lots of time for you to check it out. Um, but it's a fun spot. It's a really fun spot. And I had a good time. And there's also other little like cutesy places. There's weirdly a lot of fun random shops and stuff in Union. I don't usually explore Union Station because Union Station, you know? But weirdly there are some quite a few fun little things and stuff to gander about and explore. Um but alas, that was my weekend. So it was fun overall. You know, we saw Shucked, we looked at books, we looked at trinkets, I hung with friends. All the things to have a good time. All the things to have a good time. Um and then I had another thought, but the thought has left me, which is common in these times because I truly am doing my best. And my brain has been um just like struggling with sense of existence, and that's what it does. That's what it does sometimes. Just existence is a trouble. Um but we have Vote for Vaki coming up Friday, and then we have Pole Cake coming up on April 11th, which I told my mods, but I don't think I announced it in the Discord yet. But Pole Cake is shifting to April 11th. And then Waluigi cosplay Mario Party will stay where it is in May. Sid is likely joining us for Waluigi Mario Party. And that's going to be a great time because that requires Trina becoming kind of a monster. And all her friends being like, do I even know who you are? and all in Waluigi cosplay. So I'm excited. I'm also planning to make a very bad DIY costume for a friend's birthday. Two friends of mine are doing a duo birthday, and the theme is to dress up as a book character. And I decided to choose violence with that because I could keep things simple. I could keep things fairly simple. But why would I do that when, you know, when you saw my arts and crafts stream when I didn't have instructions, I have visions, right? I have visions and a Delulu and a dream. And those things result in things that don't necessarily look like what they're supposed to look like. However, they still turn out. So this idea of mine may or may not lead to me on the floor with scissors and Bristol board and a dream, and then a result that looks like nothing. But I fear my brain has committed to this monstrosity idea that I have in my head now, and I can't look away. And the thing about this idea is if I were a professional cosplayer with skills, it could be really cool. However, I'm not a professional cosplayer with skills, so it's gonna look like a wild, like it's gonna look like I was in a D&D campaign and I rolled a nat 1 on entertainment or something, and then I created this as a result, you know? that's gonna kind of be what it turns out looking like, and that's okay. And we're just gonna embrace the absolute monstrosity that I will end up creating from that, because I've been inspired to make terrible things and wreak havoc. Excuse me. And I've been inspired to be a nuisance. And I think we should all be inspired to be a nuisance at times. And sometimes being a nuisance is just what we need in life. And yeah, that's my inspirational TED Talk for the day. I hope you go forth in life and become a nuisance in the best way possible, as that's always my forever dream and my forever nightmare, and the way that I live and am. Also, I said also, and then I lost the thought. I also, exactly. Also, um, there was a thought in there. It's like the thought is at the tip of my tongue, but the brain cell doesn't really want to cooperate with the thought right now. The brain cell's like, actually, what if the thought disappeared from our frame of existence? And what if instead you know, I was thinking the other day, hi Cindy, welcome on in. I'm thinking again, and so problems are about to arise. I was thinking the other day, I'm doing honestly, it's been a rough time, but I'm here and I'm happy I'm here. Oh, damn. Yeah. So I was thinking the other day about how unserious Greek mythology can be. Because like there's like a lot of racist people that are like pissed off about Lupita being cast as Helen. And I'm here like, Helen is half goose and hatched from an egg. So like I fear her skin color really is like so unimportant, it's like actually bonkers. Like, she was hatched from an egg. You're talking about being realistic, and she was hatched from an egg because Zeus disguised himself as a goose and banged her mom as a goose. So she turned half goose and was hatched from an egg. You know? So it's like, what I am concerned about is Matt Damon, because he really is giving iPhone face. But yeah, Greek mythology is like super unserious. It's so unserious, in fact, that there's that whole story that like the reason the Trojan War happened is because the gods were like, there's too much people, we need to kill a few. Natural disaster is too uncontrollable, so like we gotta trigger a war. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make these goddesses fight over this golden apple for no reason. And everyone involved is going to like think they're in their own control of it, right? So then they're at this wedding and Eris like, why am I not invited to this wedding? And then I think it's Thebes like made this apple and chucked it at Eris, and Eris was like, okay, now I'm gonna cause some chaos because I have this apple now. And so like it's this beautiful gold apple that basically says for the most beautiful thing, um, entity, and then it falls to Aphrodite and Hera and Athene's feet. And then they're like, I want the bauble. And the others are like, no, I want the bauble. And then Zeus is like, I'm not dealing with this. So here's this random human that actually was prophesized to be the destruction of Troy. And he can come and decide which one of you is the prettiest. And so he did. And then he almost like vomited and fainted multiple times because the gods are too hot. And then Aphrodite was like, I'm gonna give you a hot lady if you give me the apple. And he was like, bet, even though I'm already married and she's already married. So then he went and abandoned his wife, who was a nymph, to go steal Helen, who was married to Menelaus, right? And then he stole her. And so the Trojans were like, you literally just stole our princess. So now the Greeks were like, you stole our princess. So now we got to go to war with the Trojans. And then that's how the Trojan War happened. And so like Greek mythology is like super unserious at times, right? So I think we as people forget how unserious it is when I don't know anything about any of this, so I'm just very confused. But you go off, girl. This is just me like info dumping about the Trojan War. Don't mind me. I enjoy the history lessons here on Trina Channel every day. This isn't really history. This is like mythology. It's historical, I guess, but it's a little more complicated than that. But yeah. Yeah. So like anyone who's mad about Lupita getting cast as Helen is just deeply racist, because I'm like, do you remember that Helen is a goose or half goose and was cracked from an egg, you know? Like, so like, I don't think her racial identity matters. And also they're like, she should be Greek. And I'm like, okay, did you say that about every single other person cast in that movie? Like all the other white people cast in that movie that aren't Greek, right? They're not Greek. But you're okay with that. So you say cast a goose. Yeah, I mean, at least a goose that could pull off being a human, right? A goose with like some human features. Because she's like really hot because she's half goose, which is like, well, she's half goose from a god, which is why she's like really hot. And like when I think ethereal, I think Lupita. So like that's like the perfect casting in my opinion. Yeah. But second perfect casting would just be a goose with a wig. I vote for the one from Aristocats. The goose from Aristocats. Amazing, amazing. But yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's kind of wild. It really is kind of wild. And I love it. I love these stories so much. They're so bonkers. There's going to be an ad break starting in about a minute. You won't miss anything because I just went on my tangent rampage about Greek mythology. That might be a fun tier list. Should I rank the Greek gods? But I might be smited if I don't. So I'm not ranking them by hotness because then I'll be smited if I don't put Aphrodite on the top. I love those random deep dives ramblings you go into. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love them too, because Greek gods. Okay, you can't just show me the stone picture of them. I need the name, I fear. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one's like too much. We're gonna have to have one that's not like 1,000, doesn't have like 1,000 people on it. And this one's unlabeled too. You know, okay, this one's labeled. This one's labeled, but like all the photos are clearly AI, so absolutely not. Aphrodite, you're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die with a broken heart. He was busy fighting, more like busy sighting. The Cyclops let us feel his pain. Lurk while I'm making dinner. I hope your dinner turns out amazing. Please reconsider this. Really, Athena, these old tricks. Do 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 do. Hera, so many people, so many tales. Give me one good reason why yours should prevail. He's got a mind of a genius. Try harder. He's really keyed with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny. Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm done now, but we are going to rank some Greek gods for fun. Because that's where my brain has landed on what to do. What to do. What to do. And you know, this is all relevant actually to the cosplay I'm gonna be doing, because it is Greek mythology related in perhaps the worst way it can be. But it's also wildly bonkers. Aphrodite, you're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die with a broken heart. We were busy fighting, more like busy smiting. The Cyclops let us feel his pain. Do 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 do. Please reconsider this. Really, Athena, these old tricks. I'm a normal amount of unwell for Epic the Musical. Just a normal amount of unwell. It's just like it's one of those things where like the hyperfixation nation hits and then you can't look away. And you're just there now. And you're just there and you're wondering how you got there. And you're not really sure, but what you do know is that you'll never be the same again because you've once again become unwell. Unwell. So some of these I'm gonna have to do a little bits of refreshers on. Like I know who they are, but I need like just like a couple little refreshers. You know what I mean? Thanks for making me on. You're very welcome, Kestrel. It's what I do best. It's really what I do best is I make other people yawn. Because I'm always yawning. And I yawn my way into being alive. And it's just it is how it is. It is how it is. It just is. Okay. Okay. So we're going to just rank some Greek gods because I feel like doing that right now. And you might be like, I do have free will. And free will sometimes means abrupt changing of what I'm doing. And alas, here we are. Okay. So I guess my first question is, does anyone in my stream right now have opinions about Greek mythology, or is this going to be like purely Trina hyperfixates on a task for no reason other than Trina feels like doing this right now? Oops. Okay. So I love me some Aphrodite. And like, she is like kind of ruthless though. Like, I don't think we talk about just how ruthless Aphrodite is, but like, I respect it because like we support women's wrongs. And boy, does Aphrodite do some wrongs. But like, I'm also still like, honestly, slay. Honestly, slay. And we kind of love that for her. We love how much Aphrodite just like doesn't care about anything but herself. Like, it's so toxic, but like, you're like, also at the same time, you're like, I respect it. Like, you at least like, she just like, she owns her toxicity. She knows she's an absolute mess, and she knows that she'll never improve on her toxicity. So we just like, we love a queen that knows. Zeus and Aphrodite and belong in the same tier. I just hate Zeus. So like, the thing is, I like, also, hello. I respect Aphrodite, but I don't respect Zeus. And like, this is like, this is just, I don't respect Zeus. I don't respect Zeus. But what I'm going to do also first is I'm going to edit this a little bit. They do. Oh yeah. So I want to clarify this tier list. All of these gods do terrible things and are terrible to everybody. Like, let's be like so real. Like, just disclaimer, they're all awful, okay? They're literally all awful. Okay? That's just like the disclaimer I'm giving. This tier list is not going to be by morality or anything. It's just going to be by vibes, and it's going to be by like my extremely subjective vibes. So like, disclaimer with that, this is based on subjective vibes and not to do with how moral they are, because like, they're all terrible, okay? They're all terrible. I was gonna lash out at Zeus using a word I know you wouldn't appreciate. Zeus can suck it. No, truly, Zeus can suck it. Yeah. So like, major disclaimer with that. So I'm gonna rename this tier Honestly Obsessed, be gay, do crimes. Um, I don't know. Don't. It's complicated. Side eye. Needs to be yeeted by the gods. There we go. This is the this is our new labels. Okay. So I'm gonna put Aphrodite in Be Gay Do Crimes. Or maybe it's complicated. I feel like more it's complicated. Cause like, yeah, it's complicated. We're gonna put her in It's Complicated. I feel like that's a reasonable spot for Aphrodite. But I do still respect how terrible she is, you know? I respect I respect that she's literally so terrible. Uh, okay. Okay, and then we have Apollo, which we're not talking about the version from Lore Olympus because that Apollo is really terrible. But this Apollo in my brain cell is in Be Gay Do Crimes. Exactly. Yeah. Like, Be Gay Do Crimes. Like, I get it. And like, listen, I'm a music therapist and I'm a musician. Like, I gotta put the music god in the positives, you know? So here's the thing. Ares alongside Hades, depending on the version, because not in all versions, but depending on the version, Ares alongside Hades are the only male gods that don't essay anyone. And so like, obviously they're gonna be higher because like that was apparently like a big ask. He is still god of war, so like crimes are happening, but like he doesn't do the worst crime, you know? String instruments be cool. Absolutely. So I'm gonna put Ares in Be Gay Do Crimes because yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're like, are all of these gonna end up in Be Gay Do Crimes? And I'm like, I'm not trying for that to end up happening. But we've got some strong contenders at the very beginning. And yeah. We've got some strong contenders at the beginning. And I can't help put them in Be Gay Do Crimes because yes. So Artemis, yes, is also gonna be in Be Gay Do Crimes alongside Apollo. I'm waiting for Thanatos. Okay. So now we've got Apollo's son. Where do we put you? Where do we put you? I don't know if you ever did anything like, he was kind of like dope because of the whole medicine and stuff. I think some of these aren't technically gods, but he was definitely a demigod at the very least because he is the son of Apollo. But also, like, I don't love the necromancy of it all. Like, that's like, resurrection is like kind of sus, but at the same time it was like, you know, it was he meant well. He meant well, you know? And I feel like him being the god of medicine is like important in our Lord and Savior 2026. Anti-necromancy is a modern look. We have to look at it from the perspective of the time. That's fair. So it's just like, he's solid. I feel like he deserves to be in Be Gay Do Crimes. Yeah. 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 So here's the thing is, I love Athena with my whole heart. Is Athena incredibly problematic in certain stories? Absolutely. Does she do messed up things? Every single person in here does. But I'm sorry, Athena's going right up there. Athena's going right up there. I love Athena. I love Athena. I love Athena. And it's just who I am. Yes, they all are. Okay, so yeah, that was a poor sentence. That was a poor sentence because yes, they're all terrible, which I said from the beginning. They're literally all terrible. But we're using terrible, but like, you know, vibes. Athena slander is Roman author propaganda. Yeah, honestly, we kind of stan Athena, not gonna lie. Yeah. So now we've got Demeter. I don't love Demeter, but I do understand. Like, I do. Oopsie. Like, I do understand Demeter threw a fit because they're no, like, I get it. You're, yes, way oversimplifying, and it definitely depends on the version we're looking at. Um, but like the whole like now everyone on Earth is gonna die because I'm grieving is like kind of like, girl, I get it. I get it. I get it, girl. But I'm not sure throwing the world into famine because you're grieving is really the best use of your time. Like, I think that might have caused more problems. You know? Love the cold S tier. That's very funny. I'm going between it's complicated and side-eye, but like plunging the world into famine is pretty side-eye worthy. Like that wasn't cool, you know? Me every winter when the temperature plummets. Demeter, your daughter is a grown-ass adult. Stop getting so pissed off that she went and got married. Grow up. Oh, you don't, Trina? Must be nice being welcome back, Cindy. We decided to start tier ranking Greek gods because that's where I am in my life right now. Dionysus is Dionysus is just like truly just Dionysus needs a lot of therapy. I feel like this will at least be less controversial than the pizzas. Oh yeah, less controversial than the pizzas for sure. Dionysus needs like a lot of therapy, you know? Like so much therapy. They all need a lot of therapy. They all need a lot of therapy. They all need therapy. But like, yeah, we all know where Zeus is going. We all know where Zeus is going. And like, I'm not a fan of all the cults he had. You know, like one cult is like, I can get it, right? But he had like quite a few cults. Again, it depends on it depends on the version. But like, I do understand that Dionysus just like wanted to have a good time. And like, I get that. And I get that like he wasn't a fan of the establishment, which like I respect and agree with, you know? But that's the thing. Like, I don't love cults, but like they didn't like do anything bad, you know? Like, I feel like I'm gonna put Dionysus in it's complicated because it is. Like, yeah, were there a few cults and was there like a lot of alcoholism? Yeah. But like, was he also anti-establishment? Yeah. And like that's kind of slays. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't it some of his cults that ripped Orpheus apart? Listen, it's complicated, Lynn. It's complicated. This is why it's complicated. We are ranking. We are ranking. You just lost your wife again and are grieving her die. Never believe the establishment-centric history. This is fair. This is fair. I do like Eris, though unknowingly that she was doing so because it was all kind of orchestrated by Zeus and Thebes, like did still kind of start the Trojan War, which was like rough, right? Like but she didn't know that wasn't her intention. Her intention was just funny because she just wanted the girls to fight, which is funny. And honestly, Eris is, not gonna lie, kind of one of my problematic faves. Because, like, I'm Chaos Incarnate and Eris is Chaos Incarnate, right? Like, Eris is a goddess of chaos. She was mad. She wasn't invited to a party. It's Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite's fault for asking a mortal guy for his opinion. Also, even if they ripped the heroes were colonizers. That's fair. That's fair. There's, like, a lot of context in all of this. So, like, I just, like, Eris is kind of a problematic fave. Like, hi, Sienny, welcome on in. I will say this tier list is less controversial than the potato or the pizza ones. Those ones were both very, very controversial. I'm not fighting about this at all. Love every second of it. Yeah, like this one's really like, there are like 3,000 versions of each of these myths. So it's like, which one are you most familiar with it? And which version of these gods are you most familiar with? So like that it can really go in so many different directions. And the thing is, though Eros, sorry, we're talking about Eros now. I do have some very strong opinions about a couple, but yeah, it depends on the versions. Exactly. Like Eros really wanted Aphrodite's orb that she got for starting the Trojan War. And so he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? Aphrodite wants me to ruin Medea's life by making her fall in love with Jason. And like, did Eros know that that's what he was doing? No. But but also, like, he's just kind of like doing what his mom is telling him to do. I don't think Eros, like, he's just a problem. Is the Eros and Aphrodite kid? Of course he's going to be a walking problem. Exactly. He's just like a problem, but I don't think he does anything intentional. This only has some of the gods. It doesn't have all of them because like there's some with way more and that would take me like 20 hours to get through. But Eros is kind of a problem. I get it though. Like I get it. I get it. Some love and some lust. My guy is just an innocent baby that shoots arrows. And that's the thing. He doesn't really shoot arrows of his own accord. He just shoots arrows at people that Aphrodite tells him to shoot arrows at. Like, he literally is just like, I'm just a guy. Which is why it's complicated because, like, eventually he does become an adult. And, like, I think when he becomes an adult, he should, like, maybe consider making his own choices. But like Eros just like shiny things. I'm gonna put him at the top of it's complicated. Eros just likes shiny things and like
like, as an adult, Eros should, like, know a little more, for sure. But sadly, Eros just does what Aphrodite tells him to. Which often causes problems. It often causes problems. Listen, I know who I am. Y'all know who I am. Hades is going up here. Like, y'all know who I am. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna hide it. Being a kid of Aphrodite must be absolute hell, honestly. Yes, thank you. Actually, was about to fight you about Hades. Listen, I am who I am. I am who I am. I wrote an album called Underworld. Like, obviously, I'm gonna put Hades and Persephone up there. And even though in my version of my Underworld album, Hades is a jerk, but that's because I was like, specifically in my album processing my own trauma through the lens of Greek mythology. But when it comes to like real life, very different, you know? As a Hades and Persephone devotee, yeah. Also Hades Town. Also Hades Town. Okay, I need to remember Hebe. Hebe? I mean, she kept them all alive. All squeesh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stand by while I get all the squishies.
Joe Biden!
Get out of here! I'm collecting the squishies. Yeah, you've done something. You've done something. Okay. These are my squishies, and you can squeeze them this way, and you can squeeze them this way, and you can squeeze them this way, and you can squeeze them this way. And let's go introduce you. This is original Squeezer Lola. This is, oh my god. This is Jerica. This is Jakaria. This is Gigi. This is Seth. This is Gobblebum. This is Dim Sum. This is Cerberus. And this is BB. And not Joe Biden, as people call him. Which, if you've been on this channel for a while, you'll understand. Also, there was a Biden calling, but Seth is more. Okay. Thank you for redeeming all squeesh. Okay. So, the thing about Hebe is that I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, to be fair. And I probably am not, but it's fun to say Hebe. The thing about Hebe is, like, Hebe kept all the gods alive, kind of. But, like, at what cost? You know? Like, maybe they shouldn't be kept alive? Yeah. What else did you do? What else did you do, girly pop? She didn't really do much other than marry Heracles. Just like saying Hebe is fun. Okay, I feel like I need. Oopsie. They are just kind of vibing. Sorry. I need a tier that's like just kind of vibing. And I think that's where Eros should actually go. And Hebe can go and just kind of vibing too. Thanks for the squishies. I go to bed. Have a good sleep. Sienny, thanks for being here. But yeah, I think we need to just kind of vibe in tier for the ones that are just like kind of vibing, you know? Now, Hecate is kind of my girl. Hecate. I love my witches. And like Hecate kind of went through it, especially in the Trojan War. Um Honestly, Hecate was just kind of a freaky little witch. And I love my freaky little witches. So like I want to put her in Be Gay Do Crimes. Cuz I love my freaky little witches, I do. Yeah, Greeks were harsh on witches, indeed. Now, Helios, sun god. The poor man had Odysseus kill his sheep, right? And he was really sad about it. Hey, Dagemer, welcome on in. He didn't even do anything mostly. No, that's not right. What's not right? Polyphemus had the sheep. No, but like they were. Sorry, sheep. Sorry, I said sheep. I meant cattle. That was my bad. I accidentally said cattle. Sheep. I meant to say cattle. Cows. Sheep and cows sound the same. They don't. I meant to say cattle. Cows. Odysseus killed Helios's cows. was his crew, but I don't think it was Apollo. It was Helios, wasn't it? Because they might be protected by Apollo, but they belong to Helios. This is where we get to there's different versions. There's a lot of cattle, and that's the thing. This is what we get to when there's different versions and stuff, and so sometimes things get confusing. Yeah, so Apollo did. Um, but yeah, I do believe at least in the original version, Helios had cattle in like the original Homer's Odyssey. But there have been different versions since then. There are some versions that Apollo is the one with the sacred cattle. But we're assuming the original Homer's Odyssey with this. At least that's what I was assuming. But this is where the complications come in. Yes, the epic, the musical, it's Apollo. And there's other versions where it's Apollo too. But in the original version, it is Helios. And that's the thing about mythology. There's a million different versions, a million different rewritings, and I don't know if they belonged to Apollo in Epic, but they were guarded by Apollo for sure. Like Apollo was involved, but they belonged to Helios. Okay. Okay. But that aside, yes, Odysseus's crew. So I'm just confirming this. In the original version, Odysseus's crew does kill the cattle. They belong to Apollo, then Helios wouldn't get mad at that. Like, yeah, I think Apollo was guarding them, but they were Helios's cattle, and that's where the confusion comes in. I don't know the guy tier. Yeah, he like should he have killed Odysseus's entire crew because of it? Maybe not, but that's like so minor compared to what most gods do. So we're gonna put him in just kind of vibing. He's just kind of there, you know? I think Hephaestus is so funny. Because Hephaestus is literally married to Aphrodite, but he's just kind of like, I just want to build more tables and chairs. Like, I just kind of want to build shit. And like, can I just like hang out and build shit? And like, Aphrodite's like, why aren't you more obsessed with me? And he's like, I am, but I also just want to build shit. And it's very funny to me. It's very funny to me. Hi, Rahomo. I do love Hephaestus. He's just like, we love a neurodivergent man, truly. This sounds like me at work. CEO's like, why aren't you obsessed with me? and I just want to build shit. No, literally, Hephaestus doesn't really do any crimes. Hephaestus just like vibing. And I love Hephaestus. Honestly, I am a little obsessed with Hephaestus, not gonna lie. Because I do think it's just very funny. Like, I do think he's very funny. He just builds. Like, and like he caught them, but like he didn't do anything. He just made it be known that he knows. And then like moved on with his life, you know? Like Helios also kind of mated with way too many people, like I mean all of them. If you were a man god, you had like 7,000 children, you know? I do. I think I'm gonna put Helios towards the top of it's complicated. Because, like, just vibing is a different. It's a different vibe, you know? It's just a different vibe. And like, I don't think he's funny enough to be in, like, part of just kind of vibing, you have to be funny. And I'm not sure Helios is funny enough to be in just kind of vibing. Yeah. You know what, though? I think I'm gonna shift. This looks good. This looks good. I relate to Helios. If someone touches my horse, I'm smiting them as well. Hera, I have done nothing wrong ever in my life. Me, I know this, and I love you. Hera, unfortunately, is both Zeus's sister and married to him. And like, I do wish she smited Zeus more rather than like the people Zeus slept with, because like Zeus was the criminal, right? Like, she's justified, but Zeus is the one that's doing the crimes. Hera being mad at anybody but the cheater, but the mortals. Yeah, because that's more my issue with Hera, is like, Hera should be crashing out on Zeus, not the people he cheats with. She tried that once, it didn't end well. That's fair. That's fair. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of like, I think she's funny. And because, again, to be clear, I'm not justifying Hera going after the people Zeus cheated with, but it's funny enough to go and BK do crimes. Like, it's funny enough to be in BK do crimes. You know, her Hera's theme song is Breaking Dishes by Rihanna. It's just funny enough, you know? Hera being higher than Eros is kind of messed up. Okay, so here's the thing. with the way I do tier lists, it doesn't always mean like this doesn't mean better than this. The only things that like 100% mean better are like the top and the bottom, obviously. The things in the middle, sometimes I put them in based on just what's funny. Listen, Hermes is just a baby and I love him, is the thing, Lynn. Oh yeah, I did want to shift Dionysus to just kind of vibing. You're right. Because I was feeling like there was a tier missing. That's what it was. Hi, Ashley. Welcome on in. We decided to derail the stream and rank Greek gods. If you're not following Ashley, go do so. She's absolutely lovely. Thank you for bringing your fam here. How was your stream? Stream was good. I think my controller is dying, but not gonna slow me down. That's so valid. But yeah, to clarify with this kind of tier list, which is just chaos, being above doesn't necessarily mean I like you more. Sometimes it's just because it's funny to put you in Be Gay Do Crimes. Like, I do think it's just objectively funny to put the god of medicine in Be Gay Do Crimes. You know, like that's kind of funny to me. I love Eros. Eros is just a baby. But he's just vibing. And I think that's just the funnier place to put Eros. So, like, especially Be Gay Do Crimes and just vibing, these two tiers are kind of interchangeable. And it's more about where I feel they belong best based on the name of the tier. So I hope that clarifies. I played some Tetris 99 and then some Hollow Knight. Nice. I get it. It's about vibes. It is about vibes. It's about vibes more than, especially because like we acknowledged at the beginning, like 99% of Greek gods are just all terrible. So like we know this. We know this. And we're just having fun. I do like the thing about Hermes is he's such a piece of shit and I love him. Like that's why, yeah, no, you were right. I did mean to put, after I added that tier, because I thought there needed to be a tier between Be Gay Do Crimes and It's Complicated. So once I added that tier, I shifted it to just vibing. He may be a horrible neighbor, but exactly, he's just vibing. Hermes is a menace to society, and I love him with all my which sounds funny, but it is how I feel, okay? Hermes is a menace, and I love my menace. I love my menace to society. Hermes is a menace to society, and I love my menace to society, okay? We we love our menace to society. Okay, now we've got Hestia. And Hestia was eaten, so like obvious, like she's had a hard life already from being eaten. But But yeah, like she was eaten and like that just like immediately like, you know, like girl went through it. Hestia is the one on problematic fave. Like truly, Hestia's just like Hestia's like, can I just like exist, please? Like, can I just like can we like calm the fudge down? You know, and I think that's funny. And like, you know, she didn't need no man. She just like wanted to like hang out. She just like she just wanted to hang out. And like I respect her for that. Um and I do believe with our other like this is our like vibe tier. Like they're just like hanging out. And I feel like this might help with people confused about the tiers. Um So now we've got Hypnos. And like I could use some Hypnos in my life because like I need to sleep more. And I would actually like prefer if Hypnos like was like, "Hey, I'm going to give you the ability to sleep." That would be nice. Um and Hypnos tried to help Hera out with the whole Zeus cheating. Hi Stone, welcome on in. We're getting an ad in about a minute and a half. Heads up. Um but yeah, like the thing is Hypnos came for Zeus and I respect that. Like if you come for Zeus, I automatically respect you. Um and yeah. Yeah. Um I feel like Hypnos goes in be gay do crimes. When we love her for that. We absolutely love her for that. Um Iris. Iris is kind of like a gossipy queen. Um Yeah, she's literally the rainbows is giving be gay do crimes immediately. And like because she travels via rainbow, she just like immediately gets put in be gay do crimes. Cause where else? Where else would she be put? Um Now Nemesis does a lot of crimes, but like I'm obsessed with her. um And I know that Nemesis in some versions is Helen's mom, in other versions it's Lita. Um, but I do like generally enjoy her thirst for revenge. It's very iconic. I know I'm putting a lot in Be Gay Do Crimes, but these are Greek gods. Um, so like they they're just doing a lot of gay crimes, you know? Um, we're gonna put Nemesis and Be Gay to Crimes, and Nike is being side-eyed because Nike did too much of the whole like we're gonna support Zeus thing, and we don't support Zeus in this house. So, um, then we have Nyx. Um, I love my girl Nyx. Um, she just has a horse in a dream, you know? Multiple horses in a dream. And we love a girly with horses and dreams. Multiple horses and dreams. And I love my girl Nyx. I do. I really do. So now we've got our goat. We've got our horny goat, which is Pan. Pan is our horny goat. Uh, and Pan is like Pan is a lot. Pan is a lot. And Pan was really good at assuming things, like Pan was like, I did everything when he's done nothing. And like, are there any redeeming qualities to Pan? I really don't know if there's any redeeming qualities to Pan. You know? Do, 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 do. So I'm also just remembering now. I might have to put Dionysus back down because as I was reading about Pan, I remembered this. Um, he does kind of wage a war on India, and it is Zeus as well. But, and yes, it's just one version. But as an Indian person, I feel like he needs to be put in It's Complicated because of that. Pan's going there. Persephone, obviously, you know where she's going. You know where she's going. Poseidon. Uh, Poseidon also needs to leave society. Um, um, and then we have Psyche. Because this is Eros's wife, right? Um, I feel like we're just gonna put her with Eros. Then we've got our moon goddess. Doo doo. Doo 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 doo. I feel like Celine mostly vibes, and I love that for her. I mean, okay, so we've got Thanatos and Zeus left, right? Thanatos is just death. Uh, but Thanatos isn't, a lot of stuff. Um, and he was the non-violent death. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Thanatos is honestly just vibing. And then obviously we're putting Zeus here, which will come at a surprise to 0 of you. But there we go. That is our tier list. Probably one of the less controversial ones. And I will go and put this in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, or if you're watching the VOD and you want opinions, you can go to the Discord to look at it. All right. So, we're going to do a little recap of what we have coming up. So on Friday, we're doing our vote for Vacky. It's pinned to the top, but here it is. Be sure to be following Davey so that you're notified. And then we're going to be streaming earlier in the day to pregame for that. Vacky vote's going to be from, oops, ignore that. This is the command I meant to do. Between 7 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And then, but the stream starts at 4. And, no, not another Twilight stream. My bad. But yes. And then next week, we have another Tessa Violet fundraiser for Trans Lifeline on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have I missed anything? I don't think so. Hunger Games this time. Could do, honestly. Could do. Very much could do. Okay. Let me do a thinky think. We're going to do this. All right. Okay, friends, we are going to sing our goodbye song. Gonna keep it a short stream today since I'm still not feeling my best. So I don't want to push it too hard. But thank you all for being here. And we're gonna sing our little goodbye song. Yes, and we'll see you Friday. If you're new here, we spam chat with heart emotes when we sing goodbye. So spread love to each other, spread love into the world as we sing goodbye. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I hate to go and leave this pretty side. Do 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 do. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, 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 to you and you and you. Do 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 do. So long, farewell, au revoir, Wiedersehen. I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Do 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 do. I have to go. I cannot it's like almost 6:30 p.m. in my time zone, and now that we've had time change, it hasn't sunset yet. But we're gonna probably finish the book I'm reading, which is 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes about the Trojan War. So obviously I'm just like in my Greek mythology phase right now. But I never left. And then eventually we'll go to bed. So until then, goodbye. Thank you for the hearts. Let's get some mod love for Echo, who was here earlier, and Pete, who figured out my problems, and Aqua for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. We're gonna go find a friend to raid. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna go over to a crochet stream. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Feel free to join the Discord if you feel you want to hang off stream, as well as check out the socials, where the socials things are. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the stream. My pleasure. Hope you enjoyed the music and then the hyperfixation ranting about Greek mythology, because I am who I am. And thanks for being patient as my physical body has been screaming at me, and I've just been trying to get it to chill out. And we just do our best. We just do our best. But yeah, I will see you on Friday. Probably a bit earlier than usual, because we want to raid into Davy fairly early for the Pets of Twitch, because even though my vote's not till 7, it's just a fun place to hang out and vote for all the fur babies. Thanks for being here, friends. We're gonna raid a crochet a crochet streamer. So copy those raid calls and go show Kitty all the love in the world. Appreciate y'all. Be kind to each other, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
I'm a little bit uncertain, a little bit messed up, a little bit forgotten when things fall apart, a little bit too needy, often misconstrued. But how is it that this time I'm a little